scholars today, Esau Weaver, and others are in the audience. As you know, today's program is focused on Pakistan. However, all of South Asian countries are critical to American diplomacy. South Asia is the nearest neighbor to China, and current events, such as the decision to delay the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan and the rising tide of ISIS in Afghanistan, are problematic. The cyclones of Bangladesh just a year ago, the Kingdom of Bhutan's advancement in the World Cup in 2018, the rise of Prime Minister Modi and the economy in India, the rebuilding of Nepal after the recent earthquake, nuclear non-proliferation issues in Pakistan that we'll learn more about today by our keynote speaker, and Sri Lanka, where the president has agreed to contribute to UN peacekeeping efforts and establish war crimes tribunals to address human rights violations stemming from Sri Lanka's civil war. All of these events in South Asia influence American economic and diplomatic policies and the quality of our everyday lives. Some of the successes of the ICCAE, MACCAE program include accolades for the large number of students that were hired by IC agencies for the years 2008 and 2009. Mention of the NSU ICCAE program in the Presidential Daily Brief by the DNI several times during the same time period. The signing of an MOU by the current MACCAE consortium members to work together on projects related to national security and intelligence just 1 year ago, and the approval of the first comprehensive transdisciplinary post-baccalaureate certificate program for intelligence and national security, approved by the Maryland Higher Education Commission on July 10, 2015. This advanced national security certificate program includes certificates in international studies, sociology, history and geography, environmental biotechnology, industrial and computational mathematics, and cybersecurity and defense. There is a ready audience within the IC and the DoD for these types of certificate programs that now must be cultivated for the full implementation. The ICCAE program at Norfolk State and the MACCAE program led by Morgan have provided broad pathways for new initiatives with the IC and DoD. However, after more than a decade, the MACCAE program is still the only academically rigorous, intensive cultural immersion program on our campuses that is fully funded with external support. National security, defense, and intelligence as a whole, at home and in the global community, is everybody's business. That is why diversity is no longer an option, but rather an imperative.
And now we're going to have Dr. Camelia Okpodu come forward to read the proclamation for Senator Barbara Mikulski. The senator, I believe, is not here, but is there a representative from the senator's office? Well, if not, then we'll have her read it anyway. Dr. Okpodu.
Bringing you greetings from Norfolk State University. My name is Camelia Moses Okpodu. I'm the director of the Intelligence Community Center, and I would like to read this proclamation for our hearing, even though our honoree isn't here. Proclamation, ICCAE. Whereas Senator Barbara Mikulski was elected to the U.S. Senate from the state of Maryland in 1987, and whereas she currently is the longest-serving woman in the U.S. Senate, and whereas Senator Barbara Mikulski began serving on the U.S. Senate Select Committee on Intelligence in 2001, and whereas the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, ODNI, was established in 2005, and whereas the first broad agency announcement for the Intelligence Community Centers for Academic Excellence was issued and congressionally mandated in fiscal year 2006, and whereas Norfolk State University was awarded an ICCAE Center in 2006 and became the top producer of student internships and jobs, and whereas Morgan State University with Norfolk State University, Bowie State University, and Elizabeth City State University universities as members of the Mid-Atlantic Consortium Center for Academic Excellence, MAC-CAE, was formed in fiscal year 2011 with an OD&I award. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, Arlene Macklin, Executive Director, MAC-CAE Program, and Camelia Moses Okpodu, Director of the ICC-CAE Program and Professor of Biology at Norfolk State University, do hereby proclaim Senator Barbara Mikulski an honorary member of the MAC-CAE Governing Board for her strong support of the ICCAE program, both nationally and at Morgan State University. We so undersign Dr. Macklin and Dr. Okpodu, and we have sealed with all the universities that are involved, and we will present this to Senator McCloskey. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I guess we all know that Senator Mikulski has been chosen by President Obama